So I really like this video of an example, an account starting fresh. Very quickly, didn't take him long to get 40 agility, doing some courses it looks like. Doesn't show everything as far as gameplay goes, but I really just enjoy watching this video. Not like it's the perfect example, but just shows how you can start fresh with nothing and be totally fine. So quickly finishes a couple quests, gets some pyramids going. So that first couple hours, definitely some considerable time lost just getting around the world. I think that's the biggest trouble, but it's all about just getting to these lava dragons quickly, getting some fat gold from that very quickly, getting thousands and thousands of gold from lava dragons. Still quite a bit of protection time left. With that, is able to complete the second part of the whatever it's called, the Mage Cape. So gets pretty high magic level and focuses on more agility and maxes out on agility by the end of protection. So through that ends up getting a lot of gold and starter cash, and at this point now wants to be safe once protection is gone. So protection is gone, goes and does pest control. I think that makes a lot of sense. So through pest control, able to get more optimal stats, getting exactly what they want, does more training, that kind of stuff, gets a cannon. And from here, it's just pretty easy doing a couple quests. That one single quest, Dorix, gets you from 1 to 29 mining. So that's kind of big to skip the whole little start. Finding these couple quests that you can do with nothing and just quickly going. This is interesting to show here as far as he just pays the 50k for a red berry pie. On Deadman mode, there's not many resources. So there's times when you just have to think about, is it worth me paying a lot for something and the trade-off up for it? And I think that's kind of cool. The small microeconomy element of Deadman mode of just how many few people play it, right? Not many people are on it. So at this point, got over 8 mil, so sitting very fat gold wise. And the fact that Purdue is over here and Varrock is really big as well. You're able to just run over here. You are already having the quest to get your ranged Ava equipter, whatever, attractor, whatever it's called, already is done. So if you got, I think he just has the 40 agility. Yeah, he doesn't have 50 range yet. That's why it's the attractor. But either way, you're going to be able to get your Avas from Purdue right here, just being able to run over and buy it. So the ease of access to some of these things just makes it easier to catch up, easier to scale, and you save time and can actually play the game more because of it. Here you see changes out 1k. I don't know if I would do this as far as using it on thieving, but that's what he chooses to do. 1k thieving turns into 5k, so quest XP times 5. Some of that really allows you to skip some of those early, more annoying levels. Does some of the early quests to continue forward with the things that matter, like Desert Treasure and besides Desert Treasure, not a whole ton you're thinking about early on, but again, each person has their own goals of what they want to do with the account. And I think that's the cool thing about Dead Man mode and RuneScape in general, right? Is just the amount of freedom that you have. So there's a lot of different things that people do. Getting construction to 50 plus is a big deal. Being able to just go to your house and then have all these different functions inside of it forever is an investment, and that investment pays off. So early on, I would definitely suggest doing construction like this. So more quests, more XP, more scaling, does some Slayer, is in the wilderness here. That's kind of scary, but again, while you're in this bracket of 3 to 75, you're only worried about other people that are in that same bracket, so makes the wilderness a little bit less scary in that way. And those emblems there, that's the real key. Anything in the wilderness, I believe, can drop emblems when you're doing Slayer. So the fact that you get a tier 5, you turn that in, you get points. Those points don't disappear when you die, right? So you're starting to get these ways that you have things a little bit banked and saved up resources wise. Those emblem points can be turned in for brews, um, all sorts of different potions. We can take a look at that later, but the point now is just showing an example of an account that's scaling here. I don't know the exact time spent at this point, but you see here he turns in this emblem and boom, blessed. So able to buy a whole bunch of different useful things here. Getting access to stamina potions is really big, prayer pots, all that different stuff, right? So you don't have to spend your gold and coins on all these things. Um, and yeah, it's just cool to see. So yeah, he's just pointing out the goal here is to eventually be getting more of those charms, and then using those charms really allows you to scale farther. Just an example of it. If you were interested in starting from scratch and curious for examples, I would definitely recommend checking out this video and hope to see more of this guy's content in the future. Um, Give him a sub if you haven't. Shout out to this guy, Dope White Boy. Anyways, till next time.